This article says Miami real estate is booming in 2026, but when you actually read the numbers, something doesn't add up. And if you're buying or selling in Miami, this really matters. Because Miami isn't one housing market, it's two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. And the middle is where I believe the opportunity and risk live. It's 2026 and everyone has an opinion on South Florida real estate. Some people say this is a buying opportunity. Others say stay away. So what do I think? I'm a Miami real estate agent. I live in Brickell and I'm in this market every single day. But before I give you my opinion, let's look at what the data actually says, and more importantly, what it doesn't say. On December 19th, 2025, this headline came out. Miami-Dade older condominiums continue selling faster than newer units. Affordable condo sales surge. At face value, this is a glowing report. Miami's booming. Everything looks great. The article talks about population growth, job growth, increased multifamily permits, and even record-setting luxury home sales. And all of that is true, but context matters. Here's where my experience raises some red flags. The article says that existing condo sales in Miami are down 3.78% year over year. But in the very same article, it says that condos priced between $200,000 and $400,000 are up 21% year over year. So which is it? Any condo priced between $200,000 and $400,000 is by definition an existing condo. There are no new condos being built in Brickell at that price point. This is where the article plays some verbal gymnastics, separating older units from newer units to make the numbers look cleaner. Then there's this stat, and this one really matters. Miami condo prices are up almost 95% over the last 10 years, but existing condo median prices are down 9.48% year over year. That tells me something important. The condo market, especially in Brickell, is starting to soften. And that doesn't even account for the roughly 1,000 new condos coming online in 2026. What this article is really describing, without saying it directly, is that we're seeing two different Miamis. On one end, you have ultra-wealthy buyers, $1 million homes, $10 million homes. That market is still very strong. On the other end, you have locals being priced out, which explains the surge in affordable condo sales. But here's what people aren't talking about. The middle. That middle, especially 10 to 15-year-old buildings in Brickell, is where I think opportunity exists in 2026. These buildings won't compete with the brand new luxury towers, but they offer the same location, the same lifestyle, and often at a much better value. As newer units come online with bigger amenities and bigger price tags, something interesting happens. Existing owners may decide to take profits. If you're an owner sitting on significant equity from the last few years, then this may be a logical time to sell. If you're a buyer who's been priced out for years, 2026 could finally offer options if you know what to look for. This is why I say 2026 is a year for experienced buyers and sellers. Now, single-family homes, on the other hand, are a different story. In neighborhoods like the Roads, prices have leveled off. They haven't really dropped. Could we see an additional 5 to 10% correction? Possibly. But after the pandemic run-up, that's not really a crash, that's normalization. If I were buying a single-family home for myself in 2026, I'd be looking now. If I were an investor, I'd be patient. So no, I don't think Miami's crashing, but I also don't think the market's as rosy as some headlines suggest. If you're thinking about selling to take profits, or if you're thinking about buying into Brickell the smart way, let's have a conversation. Brickell is where I live, work, and play, and I'm happy to help you navigate what 2026 really looks like. The article I referenced is linked below, and feel free to drop your questions or thoughts in the comments. I read each and every one of them.